Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. It's a new day. Just wait for dawn to break. There we go. Crikey. So, £6,116 leasing fees. Although that sounds like that was probably from yesterday. Is this ready? No, but it is 2/3 done. Lovely. And that means that it will be ready today, later on, and we can hopefully use this setup over here to transport it to the biogas plant. Ooh, that's green. This is our sorghum crop. That is vibrant. And quite clearly, the canola is almost ready. So we need to be so careful if we're going to actually put some fertilizer on this. As you'll know, if you've been watching the series, I've been really struggling to get hold of a fertilizer spreader or a sprayer. We can't afford it, and they haven't been popping up in the used machinery section. So what do we have this morning? Oh, a tractor. Oh, that is such a good buy. That is a bargain for somebody who actually wants to get that tractor now. We obviously don't have the money, but if you did, that is a 61% saving for a 305 horsepower tractor for 95,000. What a bargain. Yes, it's unfortunate that we don't have the money. One day we will. Well, at the rate of making these episodes, we'll be there in no time. So as you can see, the sheep are producing their wool. The bees are producing honey. Actually, I think that's too heavy to pick up now. Yeah, that needs to be taken to the sell point, or at least put on the trailer. Get it out the trigger. So we're relying on the money from the silage. We really are. It would be a wise idea to take that bale. Give the sheep some more food. Give them a bit more water as well. And I can't wait to get 5 more sheep, because then we'll have 15, which is the total capacity for that enclosure. But you can really see how many litres of hay you can now fit into a big bale. 9,000 litres. That's really big. So they'll take what they need. There we go. They have taken... not bad at all. 1,400 litres roughly. I'll pop this back in the shed. Let's go and get those crates of honey moved. There we go. I'm not going to sell it just yet, but I will sell it when we have a bit more. The bees are producing honey fairly quickly at the moment. I can rent a fertilizer spreader for £1,275. It has a 42 metre working width. We're just going to have to do it, because otherwise we're going to be having 2 fields, well 3 fields actually if you include the grass field, without any fertilizer at all. And that really is not the route I want to go down. Also, I don't know which of our tractors is going to have narrow tyres, but that would be quite beneficial. Okay, yep, this tractor can do. So we'll get those put on. It will cost £1,000, but it'll be worth it, because otherwise we're going to be destroying the crop. I do have crop destruction enabled. Still wearing the same clothes. I always say we're going to change the clothes, but then I always forget. Right. Customize. Narrow. Yep, that's perfect. There we go. So that's going to save any problems. Now, with the fertilizer, we might be getting a big bag. Let's just see what the pallets are. 1,000 litres for almost £2,000. And this one here is 1,000 litres for a bit less. Yeah, a bit less. We might need to have it on a tractor though to be able to lift it up. The fertilizer spreader, that is. Let's just see here. I do actually have a bag tool, but since we're here with the pallet fork, we'll use that. Yeah, I think the fertilizer spreader won't open unless we have it fitted, so I doubt it. It might work. It may do, but let's just take it back to the farm. Let's just give it a helping hand. Now we're back at the field. Open it up. Goes without saying that fertiliser is expensive. It'll take quite a bit to fill this. We have 31%. Well, if it would do... Well, we're going to do the canola field first, because that one is almost ready. We're desperate. But yeah, we're going to do all three, hopefully. Canola, then this one, and then if we still have the money, then we'll do the grass field. But yeah, we should be getting digestate as well from the silage when we come to sell that. The trickiest part is going to be knowing where I've been. It might still leave a mark in the crop. No, it would do if we didn't have row crops, but then we'll be destroying the crop, so we don't want to be doing that either. Right, okay, here we go. I would much prefer to be spraying it, but I can only really use what we can afford. Ooh, look at that, that is a decent working width. I will refer to the map as well, just so I know exactly where we're actually going. Just approaching the end. We are in this field down here. Yes, that was a really decent working width. That's good, because it didn't even use that much fertiliser. So where do I dare go? Right in the centre? If I go straight down this centre. Perfect. It is still only going to be one application, but I can do 2 applications on the sorghum field. The grass field already has fertiliser. I'm guessing that's because it was grass. It's an added benefit. And we should be able to do the final pass in one go. We shouldn't have to come back again. Brilliant. Ooh, achievement. Plant get enough. A little help can go a long way. So that is a fertiliser related achievement. Looks like apart from switching off too early before, really is the perfect width. And we're going to have enough to do the sorghum field too. All on the same bag. Lovely yellow flowers. Yeah, they really struggle to grow oilseed rape around me these days. It's something to do with the dressing. I think is it the flea beetle? They banned the dressing or something along those lines. But they tried it for many years actually, and it just kept failing. So they quite rightly gave up. And they tend to grow crops like wheat, barley, and beans. Spring beans. This is a really, really good working width for what really was a pretty cheap fertiliser spreader to rent. It didn't cost me that much. So if I position the tractor here this time, will that be enough to finish the field? Just 2 passes. Wow, it really will. I need to get used to how it applies though. You can see I am switching off too early. Practice makes perfect. I'm just relieved that we have actually managed to fertilise these fields. I could have done this ages ago, but I was just waiting to see if there was going to be a used machine. Right, well, we are pretty much done there. We have 325 litres left. It might be enough to do the grass field. If it is, great, because that means it'll be fully fertilised. Don't want to fertilise the sheep, so I need to keep my distance a bit. Yeah. I can quite clearly see where we're fertilising up to this time. Look at that spread. and then just down the other side. It's true, one bag actually does go quite a long way. A little goes a long way. Oh, not quite. We'll have to do it in 2 parts. We'll have to come back up again. I hope we have enough then. I was confidently saying we do. Try and get up level with those vineyards. Or vines, I should say. Level with the vines in the vineyard. Good. And then we have 104 litres left. Perfect. So although it's going to be absolutely minute amount left in this, we're still going to have to take it out. We can't be wasting anything. We have 49 litres. I could try and find those little areas that got missed over there, but that's probably a waste. I'll probably miss the areas, so we'll go and put it into storage, and then we can return the fertiliser spreader. There it is, 49 litres. So actually, yeah, we can return it from here. We just need the money now from the silage. Absolutely desperate. It's getting lower and lower, although we do have a harvest just around the corner, which is going to be very helpful. 78%. So I might have a break, an in-game break, and yes, when that hits 100%, we can start carting, but we probably won't get paid until midnight. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, this is good. I think we should take it to the livestock market then. They're offering more currently, and we might get paid straight away. Yes. Yes! The money is gradually increasing. There's money coming from the greenhouse. We're selling strawberries. I might start parking my tractors on this central grass area, since it's not being used for anything else. Still neater than just leaving them everywhere. The Valtra has a big job ahead of it. Well, it has 3 loads to cart. I just hope that we can use the loading wagon. Sorry, bees! Whilst we wait, I'll just put a bit more water into the greenhouse. Make sure that keeps going. Because that is just background money, which is gradually trickling in. We can't afford to lose it. There we go. I would expect it to take all of it. But if not, fair enough. We can give it to the animals. Yep, okay. And I should really close that greenhouse door. So it is 5:27 PM. It's got to be ready by now. It is. It is. We might need to assist it with opening the silo, because as we're going to be picking it up with a loading wagon, it might not register that we're actually picking it up, because you tend to do it with a bucket. That'd be the normal thing to do. Oh no, my pot plant. But you never know, it might still open. We don't have a bucket. Oh, please tell me it's not... Oh, yes, it is working. For a moment, I thought it wasn't going to. But quite clearly, we do need a bucket to open it up. So, let me just deal with that. Ooh, look, another tractor's popped up. These are all very big tractors, though. We can't afford these. Maybe in a few episodes' time, we'll be able to get something. Anyway, I'm in this category. We just need something cheap. Yep, £1,600. I'll go and get it, and I can fold the sheep back with it. I think this series so far, going through the winter, has really shown how tough farming is in the wintertime. I I can really appreciate how hard it must be for farmers. But not only in the wintertime, any time of the year as well. All the challenges which are associated with it. Right, okay. So what we need to do is put my normal wheels back on. And then we need to pick up that bucket just there. And I might use this opportunity to get changed, because we've been wearing these clothes for ages. But we're doing some harvesting soon. I can really look forward to that. Yeah, we just need to change the clothes. It's getting more summery, so... Yep. And yeah. And probably not the Wellington boots. That's good. Should see ourselves in the tractor. We don't need the hoodie anymore. It's getting much milder. So all I need to do is put the bucket into there, and it should start to fold the sheet back. There we go. And I don't like to drive over it with the loading wagon, but it's just the way we're doing it, because we don't have a big trailer. That bucket will come in handy again. There'll be more uses for it. So let's get load number 1 put into the loading wagon. Get this done as quickly as possible, because we need to return the loading wagon as well. It's costing me money, as does everything. And there we go. Just give it time to fill. I might need the bucket to scoop out from the corners. So that is it, 26,000 litres. We're going to go to, yep, the livestock market. Let me just find it. I don't know if I've been there before. I have, yeah. It's the place where we took the stones to. The debris crushers. That's only down the road. Nice and easy. We have no beacon. I always put the beacon on. I think that actually is going to be quite a good way of allowing the series to move on faster. Selling a tractor and then putting that money into something which can really move things along. It could be another field, it could be some vital equipment. But I guess the big question is, which tractor do we sell? We need the front loader tractor, and we need a high horsepower tractor. So it means either this tractor's going or the Massey Ferguson's going, if we decide to go down that route. Well, here we go. This must be food for the animals. Watch that money. It just needs to keep going up and up. It's looking good. I wonder how much we're going to finish with when we've done the next 2 loads. So it's £15,500 for a full load. Not bad. I'm going to continue. I'm going to get the next 2 loads. As I said, we're probably going to have to use the tractor to scoop it out the corners. And then when we're just tipping the final load, I'll bring the video back to real time so we can see what we're finishing with. Let's just see if this works. Yep.
can feel the blood rush through my veins. You know, you know.
Well, it looks like I'm going to have to do it all with a bucket. When I got back here, there was still 30,000 litres. But one thing I've noticed is you can really push the silage now. You can push it with the bucket. So when the bucket's full, instead of it just sort of gliding over it, you can move it around. Just demonstrate that again. Okay, yeah, so it's going to be many bucket loads. I'm going to see when this is done. Although it won't all fit in here because it's a 26,000 litre loading wagon. And when I got back we had 31,000 in the pit. I've just loaded almost 20,000 litres with buckets, which took some time. I'm now going to try and pick it up again with this because it doesn't like to do it when it gets to the edge. Let's just see. Anything is something. Nah. I'm just going to have to do it all myself. Okay, I can't actually get any more out. It's not scooping it up, so I think let's just see what we've got here. We'll keep that in there because, well, as I said, this is the press release, the preview version of the game. So if it is an issue with the pit, that'll obviously be patched in the future. And then we'll have the silage in there to use for feeding to animals, for example. But not bad, we've still got another 21,159 litres in here. Here we are, ready to make our final sale. Very exciting though. We actually have some good money, and we have the canola harvest just around the corner, and the sorghum, and the grass is going to keep growing. So it would be nice to start focusing on the vineyard. It'd be very nice. Lovely. Look at that. We have £56,121 now. Now, if you saw the episode where I placed our vines, you will have seen it was completely the wrong time of year. So they need pruning. So I need to go and get a pruner. No idea how expensive it is. We might be able to buy it. But if it's only a couple of £100 to rent, that's what we'll do. Now I seriously doubt we're going to have enough space with this tractor to get between the vines. There's a chance that we would do, but realistically it's not what we should be doing. So we do need to start investing in suitable vineyard machinery. Maybe this is the time to do that. Let's just check used. Nope. Okay. Very small machinery obviously. There is the Landini and there is the Fent. Can't afford the Fent. How much is the Landini? 2,167 to rent it, or 42,500 to buy it. Yes, we'd have to have the 3-point linkage. I reckon this should replace one of our tractors. Yes, I think maybe we should get rid of the stayer tractor and put a front loader on one of these two. We can keep the same front loader. I'm not sure yet. It needs a bit of thinking about. Anyway, grape technology. Wrong category. Grape technology is going to be in implements. Let me just find it here. £16,000. So probably worth renting it this time around. 816. But hopefully soon we won't have to keep renting stuff. If we sell the tractor, that's going to bring in a huge amount of money. Probably about £80,000 or £90,000. But there we go. We have the Landini. It actually does still feel pretty big when you drive it. I guess the main difference is just it's really narrow. It's been my first time using this implement. I have to be careful. I don't want to demolish the vines. We just want to prune them. Yeah, we don't want to flatten anything. Let's take a look. Turn on pre-pruner. Unfold pre-pruner. Looks like it's going to be fairly simple. I think it might follow the vine on its own anyway. Let's hope I left enough space to manoeuvre. Okay. So, unfolding. There we go. Switch it on. Oh, look at that. It's pruning nicely. This should have been done earlier, actually. We shouldn't have left it quite so long. Looks like we have one vine over here which is not following the rest of them. It's ahead of everybody. Well done. It must have pruned itself. There we go. I do like compact machinery. I really am a fan of it. Now we'll go down this side. Yeah, let's go in the middle. We'll go in order. This is probably one of those jobs which is easier from first person view. Let's just see third person. It's not too hard either way, actually. There are other things we need to do. We need to mulch, cultivate and spray. Fertilise. I'm not expecting to profit on this vineyard yet. It's too small, and with the amount of machinery that's required to get started, it's going to be a bit tricky. If we can get anything used, that would be a huge help. But yeah, I'm currently relying on the canola and sorghum to bring in our profits. This is currently just a learning experience and fun. Well, there we go. It's done. It is done. But we have this tractor now. We can keep the tractor. I know it looks worse, but as is the case with many things, you've got to make it look worse before it looks better. Right, so I think we are going to end this video here. Let's just take a look at this Landini a bit closer. The Rex 4070 GT. There are other options, but we just didn't need them. Stick with this. So let me know, which tractor, if any, should we sell? Should we sell a tractor? Next time it's going to be June. The canola might not be ready, because it's, yes, in May it would be in flower, so probably we'll be looking at July. July to be harvesting. Sorghum is much later, I believe. But it's very interesting to have the sorghum crop. And then the grass, we might just cut it again, I think, because otherwise... actually, what we could do is we could cut it and then just bale it as grass. It might be beneficial. And we also have the wool. That pallet is getting full. The greenhouse is continuing, trickling money in. But really, we're on the right track. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.